Hello, Bob Van Rossum with MarketPro. And what's interesting in our industry is we tend to see about 30% of the searches that we do are confidential. So as a chief marketing officer, executive search, or a chief digital officer, executive search, 1 in 3, almost just under that, is confidential, meaning there's someone in the role and the organization is looking to replace them due to lack of performance and looking to upgrade, and they don't obviously want the world to know that that's going on until the search is completed. But what's interesting about that is, although it's right at 30% over time, right? So we've been doing this for 25 years. We've been the premier boutique marketing executive search firm for 20 plus years now. And it's usually between 10 and 20%. And then at certain points in time, it goes way up to 75, 80% of the searches that we're doing. And that's always based on macroeconomic environment, right? So today, as we sit here, it's changed. This new administration has changed from the previous administration, and the economy that we were in for the past 3 years under the old administration was largely pumped up based on government spending. And at some point in time, that's unsustainable. And so the new administration is making changes and pulling back on government spending, which long-term, as we talk to business leaders and CEOs and CMOs, they're very confident that that's the right thing for the U.S., for the economy, and for overall growth, and that we rely on corporations, both small and large, and private, and public companies, but companies that are doing real business to grow the economy and not utilizing, government handouts as ultimately a big part of that. And government handouts is probably the wrong term, but government spending to stimulate the economy itself. And so now, what does that mean, right? It's more competitive. The marketplace is more competitive, and you have to do a better job of competing on merit. So when that happens, where's the first place that eyeballs look, right? First place that, now senior leadership is looking to making sure that we're working at the highest and most efficient way possible is marketing. Right? How are we acquiring new customers? How are we acquiring new customers for the cheapest, most efficient way possible? How are we getting the highest return on our advertising spend possible? How are we helping create customer loyalty? And the chief marketing officer has a big spotlight on them during times like this. In other words, times where it's not overly easy, right? And so right now, 80% of our searches are confidential as organizations are looking to compete better in starting the second quarter of 2025 and going forward. And so if you're the CEO of a large corporation or small, medium-sized corporation, what does that mean for you as it relates to competing going forward, right? And do you have the right level of talent, not just in marketing, but across your C-suite team to make sure that the organization is as efficient and growing as quickly as possible? And most of the time, the answer to that question is, yeah, I've got a great team. We're very happy with their performance. But if there's any doubt, if there's any opportunity, any time where you say, hey, I'm not so sure what we're doing here, it's really a time to dig into the metrics. It's really a time to look at the numbers and the data. And are you getting good data from marketing, right? Can your marketing leader help you understand why your return on advertising spend is the way it is, and what it is you need to do to be more efficient, and how it is you're competing against your top competitors in the industry as you're winning or not winning customers, or if you're B2B winning or not winning deals. And do you have, the right dashboard from your CMO to show you these things on a week-to-week, month-to-month basis so that you as the CEO have peace of mind that we're growing and we're going to continue to grow based on the efforts we're making in marketing?